Hi Scorpio, welcome to my channel. For those of you that are returning, I'm so grateful for each and every one of you, and for those of you that are new, go ahead and subscribe and let me know how it resonates. I pull in your energy when I meditate before every reading, and I will bring more personal messages to you through the energy that I pick up on in future readings. And this is for Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placement. For Mercury in retrograde in Libra, where it's all about love and relationships. So we're going to see what comes through for you and for who shows up in this reading. It's never going to completely resonate, so always, for any time you want a personal reading, the link to my Etsy shop is down below of every reading in the description box. It is on vacation mode until Sunday, and then I'll release it, and then you can see the variety of readings that I offer. And this is for Scorpio. Always watch your Venus placement too when it's, Mercury in retrograde, because Venus placement is how you show up in relationships, how you show up in love. Will you give me a second chance? Look at that. Already, I feel like another one flipped over. Yeah. You inspire me in so many ways. Oh. This person just might have been in a very negative energy when the two of you were together, for those of you that it's resonating. Message from Scorpio's person. Oh, jeez. Thank you, Spirit. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. We will be together again. Someone's very confident in not letting this go. I left before you could leave me. Yeah, they could have just been suffering a lot of heartbreak from past relationships. Maybe had issues as a kid with the relationships they had around them. It's going to be different, but they burn a negative energy. Not only were they bringing toxicity to you, but that's what they were living in. And now I feel like there's a leveling up. Before we do these, guys, I'm going to pull a few more clarifiers. For Scorpio and Mercury in retrograde when it comes to love and relationships. Unawakened, unaware. There's this person, like I said, might not have been willing to open up to what they were feeling. It was just easier to ignore what the connection was. It was easier to walk away. For Scorpio and their person during Mercury retrograde. This is the time where if you're currently with someone, watch how you speak to them. Like if you're in a relationship already, watch the way you come across during Mercury in retrograde. Basically, like, nurture the relationships you already have. But it's also a time to go back. Sometimes you just, during Mercury in retrograde, you think of the past. Past people hit you up. Spring. So this person coming through, it could be that you met in the spring. Maybe you parted in the spring. They could have a birthday in the spring. And they feel like home. You both feel like home to one another. But there is an offer coming in. And it looks like springtime, because look how blooming, look how amazing the flowers look. You could have the same friends and be somewhere where both of you were invited. You could be invited to a wedding or some kind of, you know, an invitation to like an outdoor event where that you run into them. All right, Spirit, Scorpio's energy. Scorpio's energy. So you could have Virgo in one of your placements, rising moon or Venus. But here's the Hermit, the spiritual, like going within, being very cautious, proceeding forward, especially if you were burnt in other relationships, hurt and heartbroken. You want to find your wish fulfillment. You're proceeding with, you know, you're letting the lantern show you the way with the star that your wish is coming true. But you've done some soul searching. The person showing up in Scorpio's reading. Could be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But they have awesome memories of you. You could live by a beach, or they could live by a beach somewhere, you know, where other people vacation. But it's the energy that you bring towards them. Yeah, that definitely could be a fire sign. They want to come towards you. And I have to tell you that the two of you being together on each other's path, it's destiny. It's one way or another, it's happening. This is karma turning in your favor for the positive on both your ends. What is the mutual energy between Scorpio and their person? Mutual energy between Scorpio. Okay, a few popped out. Wanting to take a leap of faith. Wanting that brand new beginning. This also could be, you know, depending on the time that you've been separated from this person, you could have tried to move on and met somebody else. Let me see the other card that flipped over. Yeah, this could be that you tried to move on to have your dreams come true when it comes to love. A passionate new beginning with someone. But I feel like with the Five of Wands at the bottom, it's like you both might have tried to move on, but you can't. You're struggling with it. What is the current situation between Scorpio and their person, Spirit? Okay. Putting down the burdens. I feel like you've both tried to move on and forget about one another. But it's like your inner child, you know, your inner child's hurting because there is this separation. There is this breakup. But they're also like tugging on you like, you know, they're the one. Give them a second chance. We'll do this together. And there's the movement. Scorpio, you might have fire in your chart also. But look at this. This is making amends. This is Five of Swords in reverse. The shifting of energy. Facing one another. Not this way where there's a knife behind the back. And, you know, one of you is not ready for the communication. The shifting of energy. No knife. Flowers. And you're facing one another. Can you please give Scorpio advice when it comes to this connection? Can Scorpio please have advice when it comes to this connection? It's like work on yourself. Be your, have your solid foundation for yourself. Take care of your finances. If you've thought about opening up a business, I would wait till retrograde's over. But if you've thought about opening up a business, whatever it is that you desire when it comes to leveling up with your finances and your career or your employment, do it. You know, be able to provide for yourself. Work on you. You're in your power. You've got the power to go with your gut instinct on this. If you're thinking about this person and you feel like there is going to be a second chance, then there is going to be. Go with your instincts. And what is the overall outcome for Scorpio and this person? Yeah, solid foundation. Coming together and having the solid foundation together, having two individuals that have worked on themselves so that when you do come together, you can support one another. You can have those additional finances, a bigger savings, security, backing each other up. But you just have to make that plan. There might be traveling involved. See the little boat on the map? There could be some traveling involved. You might be at a distance from this person. But you're each other's 9 of Cups. And there is going to be that brand new passionate, or that brand new abundant beginning. Spirit, please clarify this connection. Page of Pentacles. There is going to be clarity. There's going to be an offer given. Whoever reaches out to the other, you know, it could be a very small offer. You know, like, I haven't talked to you in a while. How are things? Why don't we meet up? But I feel like you could trust it. It's being guided and protected by Archangel Michael. With the Ace of Swords here. But there is an offer coming in, or you're reaching out to them. Yeah, see what I mean? It's going to be a small offer, but then there's going to be romance. There's going to be sweeping each other off, you know, your feet. The talk of romance, the talk of, like, I've never forgotten about you. You're what made me want to move forward, get grounded. You know, they might even tell you, I've become a boss of, you know, remember that firm I was working at? Now I'm the boss. I have all these people under me. You know, I relocated. Now I live in this big house. It's going to be different for each one of you, but the offer has definitely, it holds stability and support. Let's see what the next one is. See, there was that ending, and it was painful for both of you. Painful for both of you. But you're both willing to take that leap of faith. All right, Spirit. Final message for Scorpio. There were definitely burdens and negative energy. But it's like you're dedicated to this. You both are. I feel like you're both going to see the change in energy, the shift in the energy. And even though there was burdens, you're going to work through them. You're going to come together and you're going to support it. Put the work in. So if you had a connection with a fire sign, and And you think about them, you know, you've thought about them. I think you've tried to move on, but they were always like home to you. You find yourself thinking about them often, but even more during Mercury in retrograde, then that's your person. Beginnings. You could have a child, or they could. They might tell you they have a child since they've moved on, or, you know, since this ending. But it's going to be stable, secure, solid, long-lasting. And for some of you, like I said, there could be travel involved. Paying attention to repeating twos. My Scorpios. Okay. Energetic, frugal. Remember saving, creating that nest egg for yourself, preparing for anything. But this is also the miscommunication the two of you might have had. And it's going to develop over time, like fine wine. The transformation. I love it. Gemini, so your person could be a Gemini, Scorpio, but this is lovers. This is the, it's the divine union. Divine masculine, divine feminine. Mercury in retrograde really has people thinking about the person, you know, thinking about their person. A lot of people have those strong connections, and then when you separate, it's like that one person that you can never shake the thought of. You find yourself sometimes dreaming about them. They're feeling the same energy within 4 to 8 weeks or during the spring. So for Southern Hemisphere, I mean, you know you're reaching spring as we speak. But for others, it could be within 4 to 8 weeks. Yeah, see, they just needed that time alone to stand alone. You've inspired them. Scorpio, you've inspired them to work on themselves, to become more grounded so they can offer you more. They could have been showing up in a night energy, which is like very flirtatious, very playful. As soon as it fizzles up, it like fizzles out. You know, and I feel like they just didn't want to deal with the connection at the time. Both tried to move on. Both possibly did move on, but never really forgot about this connection. All right, let's get a card of timing, even though that popped out. A card of timing for Scorpio and this person showing up, Spirit. Okay. Next full moon. Well, the next full moon is the 10th. 10th of September. So let's take it out just a little bit further, maybe to October. Because, remember, within 4 to 8 weeks, and look how this one wanted to pop out. A few weeks from now, we just got out of August. Or it could be by next May. Like I said, timing's not going to resonate for each and every one of you, all like exactly. But during Mercury in retrograde, you do hear from people from the past. You do start thinking about people that, you know, the one that got away, the missed opportunity, the connections that maybe didn't have closure. But this is the one showing up for you. And just be mindful of the way you come across to people during the retrograde. Just nurture the relationships around you. All right, this is your reading. Have a great weekend, and I will be back for many more readings. Stay safe.